Hi, Taxi Gothy here, Taxidermy and Goth, not the taxi cab. And welcome back to another multiplayer video for the Hunter Call of the Wild. In this video, I hop into Yukon. We just had Thanksgiving and Black Friday, so the last couple days, try and hop into multiplayer, there haven't really been any servers open on Xbox, so I had to wait a little bit, and then I was finally able to get into this one. I was not expecting to make a shot like that to start things off. So when I got into this server, it was nearing the end of Plains Bison drink time and starting to go into Moose drink time. So I'm just going around checking the lakes, keeping an eye out for any possible rares or diamonds for either of the species. I'm still missing an albino for Plains Bison and acromelanistic, albino, and melanistic males for Moose. Now, I don't know what's going on, but the moose seem way more aggressive towards me as of lately. Only thing I can think of is they want revenge for all the grinding I've done on this map. On my own map, of course. But I don't know, I just kept running into aggressive moose on Yukon. And I don't know if they upped the aggression or if these moose are just taking that long to notice me now. So here I'm using my challenge loadout. I've got the Grelic drilling rifle, which I'm about to use on this moose. And I have the recurve bow, and I believe I just have a 22 as well. I don't think I really ended up using it though. But I wanted to make sure I covered all the classes. And, you know, bow hunting is challenging, and I want more practice with it, because it's actually quite fun when you can pull off a good shot like I did on the Plains Bison. And the Grelic drilling rifle, I keep hearing good things about it. I'm not as familiar of how to use it. It doesn't seem all that effective on a moose. Then again, maybe I did something wrong there. Either way, I have to track this guy for quite a bit. And I needed help from Quota. However, she stopped what she was doing and let me know that there was yet another animal trying to kill me. Sometimes I forget that the dog will actually face the direction of the threat. So I looked at Quota to make sure I knew where to shoot. But it looks like it was just a solo wolf. So, simple enough, right? Now, normally when I record these videos, they're a series of clips from my Xbox. Well, I just pretty much kept spamming the clip button when I went into this server because, well, after you do some grinding for a long time, you get to the point where you just want to shoot everything. And that's exactly what I was doing. So I figured this is a mostly raw video, just showing what it's like running through and running and gunning. One of the other ways you can play this game. So I'm clearly still tracking this moose from the lake, and there's another moose. This was one of the ones that was drinking near it. So I figure, yeah, no, I'm going to go for this one too. I have been grinding wolves for I don't know how long, and being as I am 34 weeks pregnant, I probably grind for about 4 hours. And usually have a live stream in the background. When that live stream ends, I call it. And then I sleep off and on pretty much the rest of the day. Now, I can't believe I made that shot. And that one. Like, this is so satisfying. After just grinding 4 hours a day, every day, and then sleeping the rest of my time away, it was so nice to be able to hop into a server and run around and shoot stuff. I don't have as much energy anymore to play for longer periods of time because I used to play for much longer than 4 hours, and I just don't have that energy anymore. So now when I can make the most of a session, I'm very happy. And especially when I can pull off shots like this, it's just so satisfying. So coming from the monotonous grinding, which, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to have my great ones. But coming to that, from that grinding to this, And then now I'm being attacked by a huge pack of wolves, and I just wasn't ready for it. Like, this was probably one of the most fun sessions I've had in a while. And I didn't get much of a chance to really get shots off on these guys. They were relentless. These ones were way more aggressive than normal. So out of that encounter, I got a whole 2 wolves. 2! They were just so much more aggressive than normal. And I really didn't want to have to walk all the way back, so I was spamming that med kit. I'd say like my life depended on it, but in a way it did. I got a good shot on this guy. I've been trying to make better shots and not just willy-nilly fling the arrow in case, you know, they happen to be something good. Even though I have all the rares from grinding now, and I don't know how many diamonds. Still, like, it's more satisfying to make an ethical, perfect kill. But here, I realized that the wolves were taking their sweet time running away. So I popped out the drilling rifle again, took a shot, figured that was just a lung shot, double lung or heart, but he dropped pretty quickly, so we'll see exactly where that hit here in a second. But I'm just going to pick up my last wolf. Now, I didn't make a very good shot on this wolf, but, I mean, I was surrounded and they were all relentless, so I took what shot I could. But I got him, and my wolf I shot with the drilling rifle is over here. So now, to see where I shot this to make it such an insta-kill. That, I don't think I could do that again if I tried. And because I've gotten a comment before criticizing me and just being overall rude. Yes, the neck is a vital organ. The spine isn't, but the neck is. I know that sounds weird, but you don't gotta come for me and be a jerk about it and say that I made a terrible shot. I do make terrible shots sometimes, I'll admit it. But the neck is considered a vital organ, and trying to hit the neck on a moving target that's running away from you is pretty damn impressive. So calm down. Now with that out of the way, I am back to tracking that bull moose that I shot at the lake. How long ago has that been that I shot it? And I am still tracking it. And it's not necessarily that it was running far. It did run for a little bit. It's just the fact that, well, I got distracted by another moose, so I got attacked by wolves. It's been pretty eventful. So I really thought the drilling rifle was going to have more penetration than that. I didn't know it was going to be just a single lung. But, I mean, I killed it. And speaking of wolves, they just seem to be everywhere on this server. I thought this wolf was a solo. I mean, he looked like a solo, but I checked the rest zone on the way over here to pick him up. There were actually other ones here, but I never did end up seeing them. So while I'm here, I figure I'll check the lake a little bit, because, like I said, I'm still missing an albino bull moose. I have never seen a melanistic moose, male or female, and I need an acromelanistic moose. So, the acromelanistic, from the screenshots I've seen, it looks really cool. I did manage to find a mosaic moose. And what are the odds that I see this guy here? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's different. That's definitely different. So I can't seem to get any of the other rares. They even upped the spawn chances of the rares for moose. But I've never seen an albino bull moose and never seen a melanistic cow or bull. So last time I tried to record my mosaic moose, some of my footage got corrupt and I wasn't able to get the initial spotting of the moose. So this was a perfect opportunity for me to get nice and close to it and try to take it with the bow so you guys can see just how beautiful this is. This makes me think of a Reese's cup. I mean, tell me you see it. It looks like chocolate and peanut butter. It looks delicious. I'm sorry. I really do like this moose. When they first released pictures of it, I wasn't too sure, but I do really like this moose. Now watch me go ahead and fling this arrow and absolutely miss. So I immediately laid down because he was alarmed. And then, well, moose do some weird things when you alarm them. I'll be honest, I really didn't know what to do. I was afraid to take that shot because I didn't want to spook it. And I also didn't want to hit the skull. And I wasn't actually expecting him to go aggressive from that distance. I'm telling you, it just seems like Yukon Valley is more aggressive overall towards me as of lately because of my wolf grind. Either way, that was still such an epic encounter. To have him go aggressive like that and then be able to shoot him with a bow, it was an awesome experience. Now, this guy's smaller than the first mosaic moose that I shot, but I'm still going to take him. Like, this is a really cool animal. So, with that, I did go check another lake, and my game ended up crashing, so I figured I'd call it there. I had plenty of good footage, so I wasn't too upset about it. So I went ahead and stopped by my lodge. I wanted to have a mosaic moose for the wall anyway, so I was just trying to find a spot that I could put him where, it would make sense. And symmetry is pretty important, so I had to put him on this side since there was a diamond moose on the other side. So there he is. Gorgeous mosaic moose. Even for a silver, he looks good. But it was really fun to return to multiplayer, and I just can't seem to stay away from Yukon. It's such a beautiful map. I'm so glad to see the love return to it since the Great One Wolf came out, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Great One is coming December 9th. Hope you are too, and I'll see you in the next one.